here, and he has lots to cover, including his plans for the city, transit concerns, and of course, we'll find out his favorite Hoboken hotspots as well.
From across the sea to touch your head. Today's time and temperature.
Hoboken Mayor Ravi Bhalla, the first Sikh to become mayor in the United States, and I gotta tell you, he's one of the nicest people that I've met and been able to interview in the past. So welcome for coming out, and thanks for coming out this morning.
Thanks for having me this morning. I appreciate it.
Let's talk first about, you've been in office now for quite some time, since you won the election. It was a whirlwind for you and your family. What has been your biggest accomplishment so far while you've been in office?
I think my biggest accomplishment is opening what's called an Office of Constituent Services. You know, the fundamental kind of demand of local officials is to kind of get the small things right, make sure the proverbial buses and trains are running on time. So we want to make sure that at a foundational level, we do everything right with everything from safe streets to pedestrian safety, trash collection. So responding to constituents, making sure that people know where to go in City Hall if they have a question is something that so far we're very proud of.
Well, look, speaking of buses and trains, there's some big problems happening with New Jersey Transit in the last couple days with major delays and cancellations. In fact, Governor Murphy actually spoke out about this yesterday, talking about how angry he was at New Jersey Transit. What is your response to commuters who really rely on the path here in Hoboken and New Jersey Transit?
Well, you know, mass transit infrastructure is one of the issues that I campaign on as mayor, so it's a critical issue, not just for me, but for all Hoboken residents. Hoboken has the highest percentage of any population in the country that relies upon mass transit to get to work. 60% of our population relies on mass transit. My wife takes New Jersey Transit trains every day. So it's a part of our lives. I'm here to support the governor, to support New Jersey Transit, to make sure that we can do better. The bar already is so low right now, so we're looking for ways to support the state to make sure that mass transit and infrastructure is improved.
Well, you know, so many people rely on the train. Specifically, what's going to happen next week when they close down lanes at 495, which lead into Weehawken and can spill into Hoboken as people try to get to the Holland Tunnel here. So what are you anticipating in terms of traffic in Hoboken?
Well, our benefit and our challenge is that we have really only two main arteries into Hoboken. From the Holland Tunnel in the south to the Lincoln Tunnel in the north. So we are preparing, working with relevant agencies to make sure that we're ready in terms of traffic management plans to deal with the anticipated congestion.
So you're ready?
We're looking to be ready.
Okay, let's talk about the flood trouble. So much was destroyed during Sandy, but you have new plans now for a flood wall. Just update your constituents and viewers on the latest here.
Yes, Mayor Zimmer, my predecessor, was able to secure $500 million from FEMA and HUD, the federal government, to build what's called Rebuild by Design. Rebuild by Design is a comprehensive flood protection plan to protect Hoboken from coastal flooding, the type of flooding we saw during Superstorm Sandy. So right now we're in the design and construction phases of that plan, working with the Department of Environmental Protection in New Jersey and HUD to make sure we actually implement that, to make sure that we're ready, Hoboken ready for the 500-year storm, the 100-year storm, and that never happens again.
Look, you've been so busy here locally doing things here for your town, but you've also visited Puerto Rico, which is still struggling today on getting back up and running since Maria struck. Why'd you feel the need to go there and visit?
You know, we had a mayor's exchange after Hurricane Maria. We felt the devastating effects of Sandy, but we also learned a lot of lessons about navigating the federal system with project management worksheets, with FEMA, in terms of getting reimbursements for costs insured, flood insurance protection. So this exchange with the mayor of Villalba, Mayor Javier Hernandez Ortiz, is meant to really try to uplift some of the communities that are struggling, trying to find their way to Puerto Rico. So we're happy to welcome the mayor of Villalba today, Puerto Rico, to try to impart some of the lessons we learned from Superstorm Sandy to them dealing with Hurricane Maria.
So important what you're doing, but I just want to get you on some lighthearted stuff right now, right? As the mayor, we had Hoboken Girl here earlier explaining some of her favorite hotspots. Your favorite restaurant to go to in Hoboken?
You know, last night my wife and I had date night, so we went to the Antique Bar and Bakery.
Oh yes, she mentioned it.
Yes, incredible food. Probably one of the best restaurants in the country.
And do you have a favorite coffee shop?
Hidden Grounds Coffee just opened on 7th and Garden. There's Hudson Coffee on Hudson Street. There's Empire Coffee. There's Boy Cafe. I mean, if you want coffee, come to Hoboken.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
That you're talking about and doing.
Thank you.
So thank
Thanks
you
for
very
having
much.
me.
Of course. Still to come this morning on the PIX11 Morning News, the price of parking, not here in Hoboken, don't worry, going up in New York City for the first time in years. Find out which borough will actually see the hikes first. We'll talk about that when we come back from Hoboken.
Fun Facts is brought to you by Go Walk Joy. Experience the joy of true life with Skechers.
Did a good job.
He's good at. He's become pretty good.
Would you